Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground is Allen. He's inside the 25. And he will score. Braylon Allen. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
York is good on the extra point. And the Giants will race out to a quick 7-0 edge.
York to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the ground, here's the 4th lead pick from the April draft.
25, the ball carrier. Carson Schlesinger on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is a great example of why teams continue to spend draft capital on interior defensive linemen. It's an investment that we see play out week in and week out across the NFL. Great example here.
Third and 6. They put Pickens in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The tight end motioning left here. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 2. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They put Pickens in motion. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cowboys. Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They put Pickens in motion. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast, and the ball falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Out to his right. He's going to run it. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Open man Downfield, that's Neighbors. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's another
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants.
39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Complete, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. York now for the extra point. He knocks it through. The Giants move out on top, 14-0.
Cowboys nothing. Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. Heelage forward for maybe a yard. Christian Harris there on the stop.
He was brought down by Christian Harris. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout and then a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. It is 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Turnover on downs.
They'll run with Allen. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
2nd and inches. Gonna get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. York, good on the extra point. And the Giants will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
They put Pickens in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Receiver in motion, going right. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
On the handoff, it is Allen. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Exiting the pocket right. That is caught. And he's in. Going right. Touchdown, New York.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff can get a chance to look him over during the break. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll return this from the 11. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Giants take over 1st.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Whoa. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is hard. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, New York. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 31, Cowboys nothing. Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll manage only a couple. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Back to the right side. Caught by the crowd. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll take this down inside the 35. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15, and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll look to throw. Over the flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Slot man in motion right. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. And he will score! Touchdown, Dallas. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Second down, they need 7. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Away, incomplete, no separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Push down to his left. Is Hawks. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 4th TD grab of the season. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Giants 42.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You had no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
First down throw for Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Lawrence now on second down. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, New York. They continue to add points, Greg. Very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Good. Makes the score Giants 49, Cowboys 14. Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this out to the left flat. Now he's free at the 35. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 61 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Here's a run. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game. And now 15 for the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Lawrence. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
3rd and 5. Lawrence now. Throwing right. That's Johnston. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
That's another.
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
At the 10-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to sing.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now it's York for the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Giants stretch things out even further.
Giants 56. Cowboys 20. Cade York to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this out wide, and he won't get away. Good offensive tackle there to get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Defense held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2nd and 10. To throw. He'll find his tight end, McBride. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And it's 3rd down. McBride is the motion man. Catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Back to the air one more time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To the air once more on 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means. But I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That catch number 40 on the season for him. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two. Here we go. One final play. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for two doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30. Yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And they get him down, but now the 4 takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. It was just 3rd down and short, but he'd been off a little extra.
First and 10 at the
I would say way
42-yard
more
line.
than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did.
Incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Back to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Falcons, nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Penix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now, 3rd and a yard. In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 57 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Now back to throw. We'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are once again back in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 3rd and 7. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And looking to throw, Penix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they'll audible to something else. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll throw with Penix. This is caught. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Falcons will line up.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Their own 9-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. They'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's too small. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10.
Looks like they'll move things around here. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got room to roam. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
2-yard line. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To the air, Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Penix.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
17 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
We'll go right back to St. Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 4. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Penix. This pass is caught by London. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 20.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Penix's pass.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. And he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
2 yards.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. And looking to throw, Penix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 4.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where you're not getting a lot of yards. It's secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Pax's pass complete to number 88. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. They'll throw with Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The sound reverberating here in the Dome. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 43 yards. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Let's see if they go back to base. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Second and 10. Penix to the air once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. But I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And they can't connect, incomplete. But that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended.